Hi Pisces, it's Tanya from Love Buddha Tarot here. Um, Doing these readings a little bit differently this fortnight. This is a fortnightly reading, so this is from the 13th of November to the 28th of I'm currently in the process of a move and everything is just all over. I'm having problems with computer, uploading videos, so I'm doing them live so at least you get them, okay? After the 28th of July, that is when I come back to work. Everything will be back to normal as well, and there's going to be a few little changes, nice changes. Once a week I'm going to do a live session. Obviously when I'm doing these, I'm doing readings, so I kind of give you full attention, whereas after the 28th and once I move, I'm going to have a lot more time, so I am going to be doing a live session probably once a week, where basically I'm just there, I'm hanging out with you, I'm getting to know you all better. I'll be pulling free cards for people, I'll be answering any questions that you have, and basically just having a little chat. That's what. Oh, thank you, Paul. That's what I want to do. I want to actually make it a little bit more interactive. At the moment, I haven't got time to reply to all the messages, and I really feel bad about that. I do read them all, but I haven't got the time to reply to them all. So that's why I'm thinking if I come live, then I can actually speak to you all in live time. Okay, so this reading is for Pisces and it's from the 13th of November to the 28th of it as well. Please bear in mind that I am not available for readings now. Today is fully booked. I have no more readings available until the 28th. However, if you do want to book in to make sure that you're guaranteed a reading, then the bookings are open for that time as well. Okay, so right, Pisces, when I was shuffling the cards for you, it's been quite a musical morning. The last couple I heard music as well, and the song that came through this morning when I was shuffling your cards was I think it's called In Life, the Beatles, and there are places I remember all life, though some have changed. So I really feel there's like a reminiscing. Okay, I don't know if some of you have been going through old photographs, old letters, old thoughts in your head. There's a lot of yesteryear seems to be coming in around you, Pisces. I feel there could be lost love, things that didn't work in the way you want. Now, this could have been teenage stuff or whatever, but I feel like there's a lot of nostalgia coming through and around you as well. And I want to say that some things are left in the past. Some people aren't meant to stay in our life, and sometimes we question why, but it's more a question of understanding why rather than actually asking the question. People will come in and they will play their part in our life, and some stay and some go, and it's like, if they want to stay, let them. If they want to go, let them, and this is it. It's like life is transient. And one of my favourite movies is Harold and Maude. I love it. Whenever I'm hungover or anything, I put Harold and Maude on. And there's a part in it where Maude talks about people being incidental but not integral within your life, and don't try and collect the memories, but you kind of collect people. And that's the feeling that I was getting when I was picking up psychically with you this morning. So I don't know if that makes sense to any of you. Sorry, my phone's just gone off there. So I don't know if that makes sense to any of you, but like I say, there's a real reminiscence, which often happens when we get towards the end of a year as well. We look back and sort of see, maybe learn and things that we could change if we had the chance to do it differently. So a lot of hindsight and things like that, I feel, is coming in for you, Pisces. When I'm looking at your cards here, I feel like you're stuck in a little bit of a rut, okay? I feel like you are sort of, oh God, this is how life's going to be. There's a little bit of like, oh, whatever, what's the point? But I really feel this is coming because you seem to be ignoring your intuition. Okay, this is it. It's like you've lost faith a little bit, I feel. And when we lose faith, then we end up with a huge big void. So I want to say to you, yes, things mightn't have went the way that you wanted them to, but they went the way that they were meant to. Okay, so don't try and hang on to old projections or old sort of thought patterns. If something hasn't worked out, it's because there is better for you. Okay, so don't dwell on what you don't have, okay? This is what I feel is coming in strongly. There are a lot of changes coming for you, and I feel this is in the next sort of weeks, Pisces. So this would take us up into the new year. And I feel that there are a lot of changes, and I want to say to you, please try and not resist them, okay? Trust, surrender into them, and you will get through them clearer, because you are on the path to getting your dreams come true. This is what I'm saying. You know, there's a lot of renewal, of cleansing, and of healing. You know, I feel the last 5 months have been a bit tough for you. You felt pretty empty. There's something missing, you know, ideas you might have had, you haven't been able to put into fruition, and you're getting quite frustrated with that and feeling like you're stuck in the mud, so to speak, or even like in quicksand, where it's like, you know, what am I even fighting for? So this is the feeling that I'm coming through. And I do feel this is linked with things in the past that haven't gone according to plan. So I want you, instead of looking to the past, I want you to turn around and look to your future, okay? Because whatever, if something didn't work in your past, it will have still taught you. So you've still learned a lesson from that. And this is what they're saying at the moment. I don't feel you're as stuck as what you think you are, okay? And I don't feel that you're annoyed because what you think you are neither. You know, I think there's more deep-rooted stuff here. And I feel that you could be blocking your own success in some way. But this needs work. Everything needs work, okay? And I feel this is what you need to do. You know, you need to say, right, where am I putting the work in? Where am I putting the energy? And if you're putting the energy and thinking about the past and what hasn't happened, then it's null and void, okay? You're putting your energy into an empty place. Put your energy in working towards what you want to do. Sorry, I've got a really itchy nose there. I usually say that means I'm going to get vexed in some way, okay? So you might be pretty annoyed, you know, because what I see here is you clinging to the past, and this is where the anxiety is coming in, okay? It's like, let go of any old ideas, any plans you'd made that didn't work out. Let them go, okay? Because your security does not lie in them, and your wishes and your dreams and your fulfillment does not lie there. It lies somewhere else where you haven't even allowed your mind to go yet, you know? So this is what they're telling me. This is the end of a cycle for you, okay? But you need to step through this portal into it, Pisces. It's there for you, but stop humming and hawing, okay? This is it. I feel like I'm telling you off here. This is what they're saying. You need to forget what is gone, forget how you thought things would be. Sorry for repeating myself, but this is what they're repeating to me as well. And you need to take action, okay? Because I feel your own confusion is what is the obstacle that is in your way. You know, thinking about, well, yeah, but I wanted that, you know? So you're not thinking about what you want in. It's like if you go into a restaurant and you order your favorite meal and they say, I'm sorry, it's not on the menu. You then have to make another choice. Okay, you don't just get up and leave the restaurant. You make another choice, and this is where I feel you're at. You know, it's about making a choice, and you're putting that off. Okay, but like I say, by making this choice, you're going to free yourself. Okay, this is it. You're freeing yourself from any further pain. You're freeing yourself from any further disappointment. You know, because I feel you could have cut your emotions off in some way as well. And I want to say to you, let them emotions flow, because them emotions will guide you, or sort of like carry you to where you need to be. Okay, so this is it. It's about you stepping in your power. And yes, you might be saying, yeah, but life's not fair. Yeah, it's not, you know, but the universe always has your best interests at heart. So this is it, okay? You want this new beginning because you don't like being stuck where you are, but you're hanging around in that, okay? Because you are being rigid and you are not being flexible in your thinking, okay? The past has hurt you, I know that. It's shown me this year. Yes, you've been betrayed. You know, you've even felt that the universe has betrayed you. But that has gone, okay? That is not coming back. That isn't happening. You are going on to better things. And if anything, this has made you stronger. Okay? So this is a time of putting that pain and the sort of ambition to the future into sort of merging the two of them, you know, making like an alchemy with them and saying, how can I use that pain to propel me forward? okay? Because that is where your drive will come here. There's a new beginning for you, a very creative new beginning, where you will be able to share your life, and share your hopes and dreams with other people, not just in a romantic sense, but people people that you connect with, people that are members of your own tribe. You will get them, but you need to believe that they're there. There is success there for you, Pisces. This isn't a negative reading, but you need to be flexible. You need to be open, and you need to come from a place of love rather than fear, because I really feel fear seems to be the underlying sort of issue within your thinking at the moment, okay? And this is stemming from things that have happened in the past. But like I say, let them go. Come from a place of love, and you will see the doors begin to open for you. So leave this fear in behind, okay? If some of you need to take a break, take a holiday, take somewhere just to go out, get in nature, somewhere to recuperate, somewhere to sort of dump this baggage, go to the sea. The sea is a fantastic place for telling it your problems and then letting it wash them away, because security for you is where you're sort of, I feel your feet on the earth. I feel like sort of barefoot on the earth, connecting to Mother Nature, and you will find the connection to the universe there. This is it. It's like you've lost your connection, and you need that to be switched back on, okay? And this is what they're telling you need to do, and you need to do this sharpish. Whatever it is you were hoping for to happen, it hasn't, okay? But it wouldn't have made you happy anyway, and that is why it has been taken away, okay? Because any sort of rejection is protection from the universe, okay? So like I say, this is saying this is a time to wake up. I feel like splashing cold water on your face, Pisces, seeing things how they are, taking this protection and these barriers that you've built up around yourself to protect yourself down, because what that is doing is it's stopping things from getting to you. So you're not protecting yourself, you're just segregating yourself, okay? You've got a lot of love to give, and the universe has a lot of love to give you back, but you need to sort of dry your eyes, mate. This is what they're saying, and actually start to see into the future. Turn your head from the past into the future and see, that the sun is actually shining on you there. This is where your happiness is. This is where your contentment is. But you need to have an open heart, and you need to be prepared to work with others to get this. There is wishes coming true here for you, Pisces. Absolutely fantastic. There is new work, I feel, for some of you as well. I just want you to trust the process, okay? Like I say, they are wanting to give you a new life. Please grasp it with both hands rather than pushing it away, because I feel that's what is happening. You're looking at everything suspiciously, okay? Trust the universe. The universe will never hurt you, and it will never lie to you, okay? That is what people do, okay? But you learn that you then see the red flags, okay? When you see the red flags, you know that that is a sign of danger, and I feel you have pushed through the red flags, because when you have rose-tinted glasses on, the red flags just look like flags, okay? So you have learned from this. Keep your heart open, keep your mind open, okay? Because there are bright and happy times coming for you. I feel there's love coming in as well. This could be perhaps with a fire sign, perhaps Aries as well. But the second you decide, right, okay, I'm letting go of the past, this is when your future can come running to greet you with open arms, okay? Lot of security for you. Some of you will be moving between now and Christmas as well, or now and the new year, or looking at changing your living space in some way. This is a good reading, Pisces. Please believe it, okay? That's what you've got to do. You've lost your belief, okay? And if you don't believe, look at like in Peter Pan, you've got to believe, you've got to believe. So that's what you've got to say. I believe, Pisces, okay? So I hope that makes sense to some of you. I know Pisces are so sensitive. I know that. I love Pisces. Some of the closest people in the world are Pisces, but they they feel so deeply that they feel the highs and the lows. I believe too, Heidi. They get the highs, but they get the lows as well. And this is about recognizing that each are as important as the other as well. That's it. If we couldn't experience true happiness if we haven't experienced unhappiness, okay? So sometimes the pain that we actually experience is a gift as well. I was talking to somebody this morning, and I years and years ago I suffered a very, very bad depression, a very dark time, and I actually said how it was the greatest gift. It was. I would never go back and change it, no matter how dark it was, because it was the greatest gift, and it led me to where I am now. So like I say, look at whatever you have been going through, whatever situation, no matter how bad it is. Ask yourself, what gift have I received in this? And there will be one. Okay? So, right, I'm going to pull a spirit card for you and see what spirits have to say for you. This is a really, really positive reading, I feel, Pisces. Right, okay. Divine will. I always see this as the birth of something, this card. And this says, your life is unfolding in accordance with the divine will of your soul. Trust. Let go of fear and apprehension. You are protected and eternally blessed. Have patience. All manifests in perfect time. So there you go. Exactly what I was saying there. Please believe it. Things are good. Good things are coming to you, okay? But like I say, they will come at the perfect time, okay? Yeah, that's what I've had to think to move on. Make a positive out of a negative. Exactly. This is it. It's like I say, if something is taken from you in some way, there is a reason. It's to protect you, okay? Even though you might not see it at the time, spirits have a bigger plan, and they want us to live a life that is happy, and they want us to live a life of abundance as well, so just trust them, okay? They're the ones that you can trust. So I hope that's made sense to you, Pisces. Like I say, I am back on the 28th of July, so I'm going to have a couple of weeks where I'm going to be missing. I'm so sorry about that. But when I do come back, like I say, I'll be doing these live readings. The dailies will be back, the monthlies, the weeklies. There's a lot of new things coming, and I'm dying to show you the new place where I'll be living as well. It's absolutely... I'll tell the full story when I do a live video with it, but this is somewhere I am destined to go. The universe has decided that I am meant to be there, and I'm blown away by it. The place that I'm going to be living in, I asked the estate agent what the address was, and she said to me, it doesn't have an address. Because it's like way out in the mountains. It's fabulous. I can't wait to show you it. When I went to sign the contract the other day, the house does have a name, and it's called Casa Patricia, and Patricia was mother. So, like I say, there is a reason why I need to go there. But I am back in November, the 28th of... I keep saying I for some reason, I don't know why, but the 28th of 2 weeks. Basically 2 weeks yesterday, that is when I'm back to work, okay? So it's not that long. You haven't got to wait 6 months or anything like that, okay? But yeah, I've got a really good feeling with your cards. Yesterday, by the end of the day, I was so drained after doing these readings. But today, I am feeling really uplifted with your cards, Pisces, okay? So please take a little bit of this magic. I'm sending it out to you. And like I say, just remember to believe, okay? Oh, is it? Yeah, that was definitely a sign, Haley. Definitely. Okay, so have an absolutely fabulous day, Pisces. And like I say, believe, okay?